set to go here with our press conference for the first round of the weekend of the Cooper Tires presents the USF2000 powered by Monster this weekend, brought to you by Allied Building Products. And of course we have our winner in the national category and our podium in the championship class getting set to go. Now let's start down with the driver who wins the national class today, Joe Colasacco. Number one, Joe, great to have you here with us this weekend. Obviously, you're enjoying yourself here in Mid-Ohio. A great weekend. As I said on the podium to you, you've been really quick all weekend long. Luca Bourgeois has been our national class leader essentially throughout the year. And right out of the box, both yourself and then Jonathan Scarello able to find some speed. You look pretty good out of the box. Talk about your weekend thus far and, of course, getting the victory here today.
Oh, it's interesting because it's our first time on these tires, the Cooper tires, and I think they're fantastic, but it's a little different than what I'm used to driving. So it took a while to get, I thought, up to speed for myself, but then I noticed how everyone else, we were in the field. And so it started off as a good weekend, and I think that we started to build on. We had a little setback, second or third session out, but we were able to correct it, and I think the speed is there. I have to get myself a little more comfortable getting out of the box earlier in the race, but I think with Scarello and Luca, to be able to stay with them most of the weekend, I gotta be pretty happy with that. They're talented drivers, and basically happy to be here with in the group that's up front in the national class.
Are you trying to come to grips essentially with the characteristics of the Cooper tires as opposed to what you normally run? Is that it? Like trying to find where you can get to on these tires early on?
Yeah, the limits of the tires and how to break them in and get the stickers working quickly up the temperature. And the setup's slightly different than what I'm used to, but like I said earlier, it's my fourth or fifth race in a two car, so I have to be happy where I am right now.
You're showing well, for sure. For tomorrow, anything major you can change on the car itself setup-wise? Or is it just more you getting more comfortable and being able to push the car to maybe another limit?
I think we'll take a look at the data and talk to my crew. He's done a great job all weekend. Maybe there's some room for improvement. I think in today's race, I was pretty fortunate. There was some contact late in the race. I really wasn't there with the speed, but I think with a little experience, it paid off in the end because you have to finish first.
That's exactly right. Well done. Congratulations on the win today. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Thank you.
Let's move over to Spencer Piggott, the Master Speed driver, third place today in the Andretti Autos Ford number 8. Spencer, good run for you. Obviously a good start. Everybody's worried about the first time down through 4, 5, and 6. You were able to get into position well, slid into, I believe, third, and held the spot for most of the time. You were able to match the pace of Wayne, but not enough to close back up. Is that what you kind of felt from the cockpit of the car?
Yeah, definitely. On the start, me and Wayne were going side by side, and I just hit the rev limiter, and I just didn't get to go quite as deep and challenge me for the spot. But he was quicker on the cold tires, and then after we settled in to a groove, I was able to, I thought, close the gap a little bit, and then just didn't quite have enough. But I think we start second tomorrow, so it's another step up, and just got to keep working with the team. They've done great so far. They're making improvements every session. So.
I was going to just ask you that. The kind of weekend flow as it's been, have you been getting quicker? Do you feel like everything's just going in the right direction? You haven't had many setbacks, but the car just gets quicker?
Yeah, we definitely haven't had any setbacks. We're still just chasing these guys, trying to just improve the car, improve my driving, and it's been tough. We've been looking over a lot of data, a lot of long nights in the engineering room, but it's a lot of effort, so hopefully it'll pay off tomorrow.
What about the track itself? Obviously we have a lot of different kinds of rubber here, rubber's going down. Do you find the track changing for you guys from session to session? Essentially 4 hours have been separating every session. Do you find that the track's different every time you roll out?
Yeah, a little bit. Definitely noticed it this last session compared to the morning. It was quite slippery. I think we were the first ones out, so we were kind of just cleaning off the track, and it definitely felt like there was a bit more grip. I don't think the times were necessarily any faster, but you can definitely tell on track.
Well done, Spencer. Third place, good job. Let's pass over to Wayne here right now. Wayne, coming off your win at the Milwaukee Mile, you're doing well here this weekend. Second place today, congratulations. You must feel that the whole Belardi team's stepping up. Obviously a brand new team here this year. Out of the box, a bit of a struggle getting things up to speed, but now you guys are hitting on all cylinders, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I can't thank Belardi all the racing enough. Like from where we were at the start of the year to where we are now, the team's just come on leaps and bounds, and we've been just going through data, looking at video, just trying to work out how to get the car faster. We haven't done any testing. We didn't do the 2 days here a few months ago either, so we're coming to the race pretty behind these guys, but we put our head down and really pushed, and from where we were at the sort of start of testing on Thursday to where we got to qualify, just showed how hard the guys worked back at the awning to try and get the car better. So can't think of enough, but still not close enough to Petra as we want.
The next question will be, obviously, do you think you guys have more in it? Because you guys didn't test, and because essentially your learning curve has been so steep here this weekend, do you feel there's still another major notch that you guys can get here this weekend after you go over the data, of course, for today's race?
I hope so. I felt the car was very different. Like the track changed a lot between first session and the race. Like the IndyCar rubber kind of changed a little bit, and the LMS rubber. So it's hard to know what to do with the car for each session because of that. But I think we'll go back to the laptop and have a look and see where we can try and improve on tomorrow.
The track itself, your feeling on running Mid-Ohio, I know it's one of my favorites. How about yourself?
Yeah, I like it. It's, I wouldn't say it's my favorite track, but it is a very good track. There's parts that are like pretty cool. There's like a lot of like hills and stuff, which a lot of the tracks in America that I've been to so far aren't really like that. So it's a bit different.
Well done. Second place today. Good job, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Let's move the mic over to our winner here right now, our first three-time winner of the year, Petri Savanto for Cape Motorsports. Petri, congratulations on a great run today. Obviously, you've been fast throughout the weekend, put the car on the pole. Maximum points, being able to get the fast lap today as well, and the victory. Tell me about your thoughts the last couple of laps when you realized you had another victory in the books.
Well, obviously, we all noticed that we hit the back markers, and I kind of remembered the situation in ORP, what happened to Luke Ellery, so I was a bit nervous going into that situation, but as I was able to clear from that situation, I felt confident and to bring the car home on P1.
When you did close up that slower car in your mind, when you're trying to figure out where you wanted to pass, because obviously I think you took about 2 seconds. I think you had about a 4.5 second lead at one point, all the way down to probably 2.5 once you were able to clear the lap car. Can you take a little more time remembering what happened to Luke at the race in Indy?
Yes, and I hit the back markers in a difficult spot. I hit them right in the middle of the track, which is the area where it's really difficult to pass. So that was the main reason when I believe Wayne was able to get past it more easily.
We talked to a lot of guys a lot. You can ask this question, maybe some other guys will bring it up, but the first 4 or 5 laps, it looked like the cars were really loose out there. Was the track a little greasy out of the box with the new tires possibly? Was the track slippery for you? Was the car loose over the first couple of laps?
I don't believe so. I think the main reason is that the track changed a lot. So all the drivers and other drivers are still adjusting the style and lines for this track condition. And so I believe that was the main reason. And I think that I was able to adjust quite quickly, and that was one of the keys for today.
True enough. Now on the podium, you did say that Mid-Ohio is now your favorite track. Did you enjoy running here?
Yes, the first time I came here, I knew that this is my type of track. So I've been enjoying this weekend a lot.
I also asked you on the podium whether or not you're starting on the championship yet. You do have a bit of a lead here right now. You've stretched it a little bit more with 2 more races to go. Do you think you're going to change your approach to the race at all? Or are you going to be maybe a little more conservative, knowing you have a bit of a gap and a second or a third place finish still maybe good enough to give you the championship? Or is it the same focus, try to win every race?
I believe it's a matter of balance and a matter of situation. You have to analyze every situation when you can take a risk and when you can. So obviously sometimes you might have to be conservative, for example in the starts, but sometimes you have to be aggressive to make it. Sometimes it's safer to be aggressive.
Sure enough, well done, congratulations. Any questions from the floor here right now?
We'll start with Patrick. Capes have always been very good right out of the box here. What do you think that is? You know, they've given you a good set of doors, but what do you think is the key that makes you so quick right out of the box at this time?
Well, I believe they are really good with communicating with drivers. So they analyze the feedback I give, and normally we always go the right direction. So I believe that's the main thing what we have found this weekend and a few months back here.
I have a question for everybody.
There you go. Alex, got one for everybody here.
So Wayne, you got a teammate again this weekend. How's that been working with your teammate? You know, someone to bounce some data off. Now he's relatively new, so not quite up to speed yet. But has that been helpful?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like having no teammate for the last couple of rounds has been pretty difficult. Like for likes of testing, like you'd say one car I completely different to the other just to see how they react. So we were able to do that this weekend, which is definitely a big help. And there's also, there's places on the track where I'm a little bit slower than he is, and I'm quicker, in other places. So it's good to learn off each other as well. And also because he's very little experience in a car as well, so we can sort of help him out as well.